theory is that a system is either growing or decaying.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a growing empire, you have to constantly be at war. Okay, this is what Rome had to do. Rome had to basically engulf and devour until it.
That's what England did when they were present. They had all their colonies stretched out across the world, and then
yeah, and a lot of that had to do with the war between the Vatican and the Freemasons, which were actually the Knights Templar.
yeah,
The Knights Templar were. This is why we have Friday the 13th, is because Philip IV of France.
he had them all wiped out on the 13th.
Yeah, and then the ones who survived escaped into Great Britain.
So can you repeat that again? I didn't know how the history of Friday the 13th. Can you just repeat that for anybody that might want to Google that, the history? I find that very interesting.
Friday the 13th was when Philip IV of France and the Pope decided that they'd had enough of the Knights Templar, because they were holding back knowledge. They were getting too powerful.
They had a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
But they wanted to fill them coffers back up after all those crusades.
From what I understand, the Knights Templar were actually Jewish. They had the Jews who escaped from Jerusalem and Rome sacked it, escaped into Europe, pretended to be Christians, came back as the Knights Templar, found the artifacts of the temple, and they were buddy-buddy with the Vatican until the Vatican realized, hey, they're not giving it up, right? And so Philip IV, who owed a lot of money, to them and whatnot, got together with the Vatican and decided to go after it, right? And so the Knights Templar escaped into Great Britain and became the Freemasons, which is now why there's two rites of Freemasonry, Scottish Rite and York Rite. And then the problems on Ireland is always between the Protestants and Catholics.